Friday 10th of September, going into another weekend of shooting sport. Good God, I look grim. I need to have a shave, I think. Yeah, so what has this weekend got in store? Tomorrow, Saturday the 11th, I'm going to be shooting a local rugby game up at Moseley Rugby Club. Probably not too much potential sales wise in it, but it's been a while since I've done a rugby game. It'll be the first rugby game on the 300mm prime, so, and it's more or less on the doorstep, so yeah, I'm going to go up there. And then Sunday I've got my first WSL Birmingham City game of the season at St Andrews, the men's ground. Dream come true for me as a Blue Nose to shoot at St Andrews, and from what I've been told, I'll be doing all the home games this season, so that will be really good. We've got Brighton on Sunday. Hard to determine how that'll go. Last season, everybody knows about the struggles we had in surviving on the last day, whereas Brighton, I'd say they were kind of mid-table-ish. They weren't in any real danger at the bottom, but they weren't exactly breaking the top realms of the division. But they've recruited well this summer, and obviously Hope Powell's the manager there, so you'd expect them to be of decent calibre at all times with her as manager, the former England manager. So yeah, it'll be interesting. But again, it'll be another weekend with my 300mm prime. Loved the results it got me last Saturday, Sunday and Monday. I'll show you my favourites on the end of this video. I've had a few rest days this week, kind of been researching how I can grow this YouTube channel and the Insta and stuff like that. You'll see all the links, I suppose, so just follow them and get involved. Always looking for other sports photographers to have a chinwag with for future videos, so get in touch if you're interested. Also, if people send me enough questions, I know there's a couple of people who've reached out lately and asked me a few questions about the sports stuff. If I can get a few more, I'll do a dedicated Q&A video. But for now, please like the video, please subscribe. It helps me massively and would be hugely appreciated. And I'll speak to you soon. So let's have a very quick look at some of my favourite photos from I think it was 3 days consecutive shooting on the 300mm prime last weekend. Obviously we started at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for Tottenham versus Birmingham on the Saturday, and then we did 2 days cricket at Edgbaston, 2 of the 4 days down there. So this first shot here, you can see, is one of the bowlers for Warwick. And the thing I like about this shot is, first of all, in the background, you can see it's the wicket, the umpire and the batsman. So obviously your man in the foreground, he's psyching himself up to bowl. And when you're bowling against the batter, it can be like a bit of a personal battle. So he's kind of thinking through his approach, and you've got the ball down here nice and sharp. I just think it's a lovely sort of shot. This one, batsman, I think the thing I like about this is the ball's pin sharp. You can tell he's batted the shot and he's got his eyes on it as well. That's the thing I like about that one. This one's your same bowler as just. And with this shot I've tried some pan shift blur. So you'll notice everything else is kind of motioned and blurred apart from him, who's pin sharp, and his feet are running, so you've got that motion effect. It's a very hard technique at times to get. It takes a lot of experimenting with settings, but you can see I've got his face pin sharp there, so I'm happy with that. This is just a general batting shot. The ball's nice and sharp, the wicket's nice and sharp. I just like the angle of it, really. This one was quite interesting. This fielder here was taking a bit of what I saw as an aggressive stance. He was kind of standing right in front of the batsman and kind of trying to psych him out. And you can see in his face there, he's trying to psych him out. And I found that quite interesting. And this one, obviously you guys been bowled there, and we've got the perfect timing of the stump flying off, the bails. The ball's pin sharp, think that's just a cracking shot. Now this was Tottenham Birmingham in the WSL last weekend. I like how sharp this image is. I like she's running onto the ball, and you've got the defenders as well, the exposure, the colour, the tones. I think that's just a cracking shot. This one caught the exact moment that Kit Graham scored a header for Tottenham's, what proved to be Tottenham's only goal. You've got the defender and the goalkeeper looking on, ball just about to hit the back of the net. I think that's just perfectly timed. This one, it's a nice portrait of Ashley Neville of Tottenham. The sort of shot that possibly be used throughout the season. There's a news article about her. Yeah, I like that shot. This one's a generic action shot. Again, nice exposure, nice colours, nice tones. You can tell there's a bit of action going on. And I love the separation of the 300. Like, you look at the background, it's really good bokeh blur, making the foreground stand out really well. Another generic action shot. Same sort of reason as the others that I love this one. You've got the determination in the faces to make the shot, the separation, the colours, cracking shot. And then this one was at the end of the game. The new Birmingham captain, Quinn, goes over to the Birmingham City supporters to thank them for travelling. Again, that could be a generic sort of stock shot throughout the season. I like the detailing in the face. It's a good shot. And that about concludes the shots for the moment.